So here we have the Ford brand C-Max EcoBoost Z-Tech on a 16 plate. I'm going to show you around the outside of the car first of all, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls. As you'll see from the outside, it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. Those side doors are sliding on this car, which I'll show you in a moment. Let's start off inside the boot, and then we can work our way around the rest of the car from there. So as we approach the back of the car, you'll see you get plenty of boot space. This is with the 2 rear seats folded down. Should you wish to use it as a 7-seater, this is how much space it will have. So as you can see, still a usable amount of boot space, not as much clearly as you would have if you folded the rear seats down. It just depends on how often you would do that with this car. So we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car now. As you can see, I've opened one of the side doors to show you the sliding functionality. It makes access in things like car parks and tight spaces a lot easier. Now we've done a full circle of the car, you can see it's in really great condition the whole way around. So let's hop in and we'll run through some controls. Just briefly before I climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. As you can see, the seats are in fantastic condition. There's plenty to run from the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, we're going to start with the dials. On the left hand side we've got the rev counter, and on the right hand side the speedometer. In the middle at the top you'll see the trip computer. The information being displayed at the moment is a digital readout for the speedometer, but you can change that information using the buttons on the left hand side of the steering wheel. And then beneath that you can see the total miles for this car are 19,546. If we back out to the steering wheel, on the left hand side are the buttons I was using a moment ago. And then on the right hand side we've got stereo controls as well as voice activation for the phone. So hit that button in the middle, ask it to dial anyone in your contacts list and it will do that for you. That is of course once you've paired up the phone, which is done using the stereo and screen over in the centre here. So firstly you'll see this car's got DAB digital radio. It also has AM and FM. Directly beneath the screen you can see a USB input, so you can connect a music device and listen to music that way. There is also a CD player on this car and auxiliary input, so plenty of ways of listening to music. Working our way down, we've got the CD player itself and then the stereo unit and various buttons here, similar to on the steering wheel where you can adjust and change various things on the stereo. And then beneath that we've got the air conditioning. So the fan speed is adjustable here, temperature on this dial. That button will turn the air conditioning on, which it is at the moment, or back off again. We've got a heated front screen just there. You can then determine where you would like the air to blow in the car using those buttons. This one is for the stop and start. So this car is designed to cut out in traffic to save you fuel. You can turn that system off should you wish to, otherwise it will always be on when you start the car. You then have a 6-speed manual gearbox, a 12-volt charging socket underneath this cap here, and all the way back inside the central armrest we've got another USB input and the auxiliary input. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.